Hey everybody, welcome. For those of you who don't know, I know we've got some new ladies here in the group. My name's Anita McKenna, and I help ambitious life coaches to show up confidently and awaken their true self so that they can attract more clients. And I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about kind of feeling intimidated. I put a post on yesterday about inspired versus intimidated, and I know we can sometimes feel quite intimidated by other people uh, just because of kind of where we're at, how they are. Sometimes people can feel so or appear so sort of confident and assertive, and we can feel quite intimidated by that. So I wanted to speak to you today about that, kind of give you some tips, my 5 top tips on how to challenge that, how to not feel intimidated by other people. Quick caveat here, I am just going to be really clear. I am talking about when we feel intimidated just by others' behaviours, not by other people actually trying to intimidate us. So, obviously, being physically intimidated, being deliberately intimidated, I'm not speaking about that. That's a completely different kettle of fish. So, this is about our stuff, not other people's. So really just beginning by looking at, so why do we feel intimidated? What's going on for us? What is it that kind of makes us feel that way in the first place? And like I said, quite often it's just that other people are quite confident and quite sort of outgoing and sort of they appear really capable of in what they're doing. And it can kind of sometimes, creep into our fears of I'm not good enough. And that tends to be the biggest theme of what goes on with it all, is that our belief is we're not good enough. We compare ourselves to them, and that god awful thing comparisonitis kicks in, and we are kind of looking at them and saying, well, I'm not good enough. And it's so unfair because quite often, and I know I've heard this many times over my sort of past 3-4 years of kind of getting into this place of, we compare our page 1 of our journey to somebody else's page 93, and they're so different. We're in such different places. So it's trying to compare a fish to a turtle. I don't know where that came from, but it's kind of, they're not the same. We have different lives, we have different experiences. So to try and compare ourselves to somebody else is so unhelpful. Me saying that doesn't really give you strategies to manage that, though. So that's what I want to do today, is give you some of those strategies, give you some of those questions that you can ask yourself, in kind of looking at what is it that's kind of kicking off for us. What is it that we're feeling intimidated by? So let's have a look at the 5 tips that we can use to begin to challenge some of those things. And I did put in the comments there, if you want this as a PDF, please do just put a little heart in the bottom there, and I will email that to you. I'll contact you to get that to you, because I've got this as a beautiful little PDF, just a nice handy guide to refer to. So number 1 tip is have a reality check with yourself. So is that person deliberately trying to intimidate you? So again, like I say, physical intimidation, that's something completely different. Get out of there, get away from it. Don't feel you have to sit in that position. Or is this our stuff? Or is it just their way of being that kind of triggers stuff in us? Yeah. So beginning to look at that, take that reality check. Are they deliberately intimidating us? Or is it our perception of what's going on? Is it our feelings that's kind of being triggered in that? Number 1, reality check. Number 2, what part of you is feeling intimidated? So it's kind of understanding, what is it that's being triggered? Is it somebody has gorgeous red nails? I like them. They're my gorgeous red nails. Is it seeing somebody with the lovely nails and you're a nail biter? Does that trigger something? Do you feel intimidated by them beautiful nails? So I'm saying beautiful nails. I like my nails. I might be intimidated by somebody else who, has gorgeous smooth skin. I might think, oh my God, they must invest so much time and energy into their skincare, and I might feel intimidated by that because my skin isn't gorgeous and smooth. So recognizing, what is it about that person that's intimidating you? What is it that's being triggered? Because by understanding that, you get some information for yourself of what's actually going on for yourself. Yeah. Number 3, and this is kind of like beginning to work on what is it that's being triggered. Number 3, are they better than me? Is that person better than I am? And when I say better, I mean, are they a better person? They may have some skills that are better than yours, you know. I did a little thing before with my sister-in-law, who's a maths teacher, maths tutor, and she put some questions on from the year 6 SATs. So this is like 10 and 11-year-old kids. I got 3 questions. I think I got them right. I don't actually know. But I felt so proud of myself. Like, oh, look at me. Just because I can do year 6 SATs doesn't mean I'm better than anybody else at all. You know, I would hope that most adults could do those. Not everybody will be able to. That doesn't mean I'm better than another person who can't. My best friend, her words always are, she's no good at maths. She really doesn't like it. She doesn't enjoy it. I might be better at maths than her, but I'm not better than her. I might have better nails than some people. Doesn't mean I'm a better person. So just asking yourself that question, am I better, or are they better than me? Yeah, because they're not, and that's the answer. No, they are not a better person. They may be better at some skills or some qualities, some physical stuff. They may have something that is better than what you have. Doesn't mean they're a better person. Yeah. Number 4 is remind yourself of your achievements, because this goes out the window so much when we are kind of looking at other people and comparing ourselves, comparing our page 2 to their 398. What have we achieved? What have we done? Yeah. So I spoke, this all kind of came about from, I was speaking about, I went and met some ladies a couple of weeks ago, gorgeous women, who are all part of the Denise Duffield Thomas Lucky Bee community. And I'd kind of intended to meet up with them a while back. In fact, it was last summer. I talked myself out of it because I felt I wasn't as far ahead in my business as they are. And I'm not. Absolutely, I'm not. But I felt that they were better than me. But actually, when I look at what I have achieved, I've done loads. And this isn't me, you know, being boastful or braggy in any way. But I've done bloody well for myself, considering where I was, 14 years ago. Considering what I've achieved from there. And that's the really important thing to remember, is what have you achieved, you know? Because we all have achievements, and I would challenge anybody to tell me they've not achieved anything. You know, if you're alive, you're achieving. End of, you know. So, and I will genuinely hold that challenge up. You know, if you contact me and tell me you've got nothing that you feel you've achieved in your life, then I will find it for you. Okay, genuine challenge. You message me and I'll find it. But yeah, notice your own achievements. Notice, because I can almost guarantee you somebody else will be envious of what you've achieved, and that's kind of where the intimidated versus inspired is. The whole juxtaposition of it all is that, you know, if you can see it in somebody else, you can have it. Yeah, it's allowing yourself to be inspired by some of that stuff. So like I say, if you acknowledge your own achievements, the likelihood is somebody somewhere will be inspired by that. They may be intimidated by your stuff, you know. And that's not that you do that to them. That's their stuff. That's for them to, or they can be inspired by that. Yeah. So remind yourself of your own achievements. And number 5, and this is the really, really simple one, is just smile and stand tall, or sit tall if you're doing a Zoom type thing. Be confident in your stance, because that will give you so much oomph in kind of what you're doing and where you're at with everything. By having a smile on your face, by, you know, standing confidently, it really does make such a difference, because you're not kind of slumped and almost apologizing for being present, you know. You're kind of putting yourself out there, and it gives your body the information of how to show up confidently. Yeah. So there we go. quick run through. Number one, reality check. Is it them trying to intimidate me, or is it my stuff? Number two, what part of me is feeling this? So what is it that's being triggered? What is it that they are putting out that I am sort of taking as I'm not good enough? Number three, are they better than me? Ask yourself that question. Are they better? Are they a better person than you? Number four, remind yourself of your own achievements. Yep, we all have some achievements. And number five, be confident in your body language. You know, smile, stand tall, and put that energy out there of I am a confident person. Yeah. I hope you find this helpful. If you've ever felt intimidated by other people just for them being, you know, their assertive, confident selves, then please you do use these 5 tips, because you will find that they will help you so much to just feel a bit more secure in who you are, good enough, because we are all good enough, help you to feel good enough to be comparative to those, you know, and to be inspired by their achievements rather than intimidated by it. Okay, like I said at the beginning, if you would like to have this as a PDF, please do just drop a little love heart in the bottom there in the comments, and I will get that to you. If you would like any more information about this, then please do message me, and I would love to have a chat. If you cannot find any achievements, message me and I will find them. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you again soon. All right, you take care. Bye.